Hello everyone, welcome to PaperworkIntel, where we make filling out forms and applications easy on everyone. Rahim on the mic, and I'm your host. Happy New Month, hope you guys are doing well. Before we dive into today's video, there's something on my mind you guys can help me out with. I would like to sit down with a corporate lawyer to talk about the process and paperwork to incorporate a business. I think it's a subject matter many of us could benefit from. So if you're a corporate lawyer or you know one that would like to be featured on the channel, hook it up. Please and thank you. Let's make it happen. Alrighty then. Now,
Unknown caller.
Hello. All right, let's do it one more time. Hello everyone, welcome to PaperworkIntel. Subject matter many of us could benefit from. So if you are a corporate lawyer or you know one that would like to be featured on the channel, hook it up. Let's make it happen. Please and thank you. All right then. Now, I received a package in the mail that inspired me to make today's video, and I would like to share its content with you guys. Let's begin with a bit of a backstory to set the stage. As some of you know, my work experience has been split between the corporate and the creative world. I used to work for a staffing agency where one of my main responsibilities was payroll. We paid the workers on a weekly basis, and the pressure was on at the beginning of every week to make sure everyone gets paid accurately and on time. Now, in retrospect, one of the reasons I think I did well with the pressure is I could apply skills I already had from creating media content. I was already used to planning, shooting, editing, photo and video projects. So staying focused for long periods of time, paying attention to detail, working with deadlines, those were already like normal working habits for me anyway. Now, that's also when I first identified payroll as something that would be a natural transition, a standalone job that I could do. And I've been fortunate to keep that going. Anyway, after being in the industry for a while, there's this certification I kept hearing people talk about. And then I started to notice the same certification mentioned in job postings I would get in my email. Same reason anyone gets certified. So you could move up to the second floor. So you could get admission to the country club of that industry. So you could say to your colleague, hey, Jem, is it Jem or Jim? Anyway, you're a smart guy, likable and coachable too. I know you know your stuff, but let's face it, you're not certified. I am. That's why you're gonna sit your butt down and I'll be taking the lead on this project. Going back to the Canadian Payroll Association, these guys have positioned themselves as the industry standard when it comes to educating and supporting payroll professionals in Canada. They put on events all year round, seminars, webinars, conferences, you name it, all about payroll. They also offer 2 industry certifications. Payroll compliance practitioner is the first level and certified payroll manager is the more advanced certification. The way it's set up is you have to finish one course before you can move on to the next one. And after doing all the courses, you still need to gain workplace experience before they give you the certification. For the payroll compliance practitioner, you need to have 1 year work experience. And for the certified payroll manager, you need to do 2 years work experience. Depending on your learning style, you can choose to physically go to class or you can do strictly online. I'm a bit of a people watcher, so I like being in class. But if you choose to do strictly online because being the oldest student on campus makes you feel uncomfortable, you get no judgment from me. I know the feeling. Boy, do I know the feeling. For the PCP certification, these are the courses you'll need to get through. Payroll Compliance Legislation, Payroll Fundamentals 1, Payroll Fundamentals 2, Introduction to Accounting. Let me jump in here real quick to say I write, shoot, and edit all my content. If you're a professional with a lot of experience itching to share your knowledge using video, you've got the right idea. But creating good educational or instructional content does require a fair bit of commitment and a skill set you may not have. That's why you need to stop trying to do it all by yourself and let me help. Here's my email. Now back to the lecture at hand. Perfection is perfected. I'm gonna let them understand. After the online registration, they'll ship you the course material, and that's what I have to show you guys. This is for Payroll Fundamentals 1. I took Payroll Fundamentals 1 before and failed. Yep, I fell off the wagon there. I remember being so annoyed because I literally failed by 5 points. I was so close. That being said, I know failing is failing, whether it's by 10, 5, or 1 point, but what would piss you off the most? Missing your flight by arriving 60 minutes late or by arriving 5 minutes late. So close. Very annoying. Not trying to make any excuses, but I think I just had too much going on at the time. I was doing a finance gig for Elections Canada. I was also part of the production crew for a short film, which I hear the editing is almost done and should be released soon, so that's exciting. Bottom line is, there's a lot of material to cover in these courses. You have to dedicate time to study, you can't mess around. And the problem I had was, I was already tired by the time I got to studying, so I've licked my wounds long enough. I think it's time to give it another shot, and guess you can say I learned my lesson the hard way. Now, regardless of if you choose to be in class or do your courses strictly online, you still have access to all the course material online. They have a well put together student portal where you can submit assignments, test yourself on quizzes, communicate with your instructor, see your grade and feedback on assignments, and even see discussions with other classmates on any particular chapter. The system is quite robust. Let's talk a bit about learning. Many of us get into a routine and we forget about learning new skills. That's just life. But the reality though is we stop growing when we stop learning. And if that speech ain't good enough for ya, maybe this will help. Besides personal and professional growth, there's also a tax incentive to learning. As long as the school is certified, you can use tuition to reduce your taxable income. And if you're not sure if the school or the institution you're interested in is certified, I got you. Just go here and you should be able to get that information. Alright, you've seen what's in my package. For those of you interested in payroll, you now know a bit more about the Canadian Payroll Association. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions you feel I can help clarify based on my experience. For the rest of you guys, remember to keep learning. It will help you stay sharp personally, professionally, and can put you in a good spot when you do your taxes. That's it for now. Before you leave, let me thank you for your time. If there's a topic you'd like to see me cover on the channel, let me know in the comments or send me an email. If you find the content on this channel useful and would like to give me a high five, a fist pump, or simply treat me to a cup of coffee. Let's keep it real, folks. Without coffee, none of this. Oh, none of this would have been possible. There's a link in the description for that. Your support is always appreciated and will allow me dedicate more time to making these videos. Please like, comment, share the channel. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, friends, thank you. Deuces.